Hi everyone, Dani here, and welcome back to Spenelli Speaks, or welcome to the channel if you are new. I hope you stick around. I have been enjoying doing these Friday reads, telling you all what I've been up to. It's been keeping me on track with reading, so if you need to keep on track with reading too, definitely let me know in the comments what you are reading, what you finished, what you're looking forward to. But yeah, this is Friday Reads. It's a little bit of a different location. I am in my car. We just got back from the lake. We went up north to Door County to celebrate family, I guess you could say. We haven't really seen each other in a while and been able to really just spend time. Usually on holidays, it's the holiday, right? So my husband's family, so his parents, and then his brother with their 4 kids, and then of course our kids, were all there for the last couple of days, and it was beautiful. The house was really great. If I figure this editing thing out, I'll put some pictures here. Maybe you're already seeing them, but really wonderful house. It was right on the lake, so the kids were able to kayak and have all sorts of fun. I didn't really read all that much. I know I had mentioned in last week's Friday Reads that I was going to bring along Bay of Sighs by Nora Roberts. I did get about 100 pages into that, but I really had no time to read. For all of you who have kids under the age of 3, you know there is no rest for the wicked. These kids are going every which direction. So though it was a vacation on the beach, really didn't feel like it for most of it because you're chasing kids, you're washing kids, you're getting sand out of eyes, you're putting suits on, you're taking suits off, you're changing diapers, you're doing all the things. So I did not have a lot of time to read. However, before we went, you also noticed that I mentioned like I would be cleaning the house and doing all these things. So I did finish. What did I finish? I said I was finishing it. Now I can't remember, but I did start and finish the 12th book in that Glass and Steel series. If you follow my channel, you know many years ago I started the Glass and Steel series. It follows India Steele and Matthew Glass, and she is a magician, kind of like how we would think of like a witch, like with magic, but like they're called magicians in this book, and she can do lots of different things, but primarily she is a watch magician. So the very first in this book is called The Watchmaker's Daughter. So you may have seen, I think I have a rapid review on it. If I can think of it, I'll put that in the description as well. But there are 13 in the series, so I just finished the 12th one, which is the Spy Master's Scheme, which was very interesting. Now, as you read these books, they're all the same. They're all the same. It's just a continuation of the story. And I love this cast of characters. They're really fun, and you are so hopeful for their futures, and seeing where they are going to end up. So I did finish that. That was fun. I listened to that on audio through my Hoopla account, and I'll be probably starting this week just to finish the series, the final book, which is the 13th book. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I know I have it available, so I'll be reading that. Yeah, I'll have to think. What was the audio book that I was finishing? I can't remember now because I did finish it, and now I can't even remember, and I can't tell you because it's on the book. So if I think of it and I can put words here, I'll put the title of the book. It's so bizarre. I had to listen to it on Libby, and my goodness, isn't that terrible how you can't remember? Oh, Times Convert. Duh. The Deborah Harkness book. See, that's how good it was. I completely forgot about it. But when you saw me last, I was literally like the ending of it. And I finished it, and to be honest, I realize now, like, this is why it took me so long to read this book, is because it's just like a blah. It's just here's what happens to Phoebe and Marcus. And the nice thing is you learn a lot more about Marcus's past and how he became a vampire and what happened in New Orleans. And obviously none of this makes sense to you if you haven't read the first 3 books. But there's like, I didn't really feel like there was any like climax to the book. There was no like friction. It was just like, this is what's happening to Phoebe and this is what happened to Marcus. Here it is. So I was very underwhelmed. By this book. Now, was it bad? No. She is an amazing writer. I really enjoyed learning about Marcus's past. I enjoy Marcus. I really don't care for Phoebe. I could take or leave her. But I'm sure as we continue into the 5th book now that released this week, you'll probably have wanted to know what happened in this 4th book in order to continue on into the 5th book. So we'll see how the 5th book goes. I'm hoping that there is more friction, more, I don't know, like stuff happening. I didn't feel like anything really happened in this 4th book, but I did finish that in the, Friday. I pretty much finished it on Friday. And then I, listened to that, Spy Master's Scheme, which is the 12th book in the Glass and Steel series by C.J. Archer. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that prior. And then I did not read any more in the Roundhouse. I did not read any more in Blue Asylum. But I did start the Bay of Sighs by Nora Roberts while I was at the lake. Like I said, I got 100 pages in. I will continue reading that. Obviously, I want to know how it ends. And I would say, so the Bay of Sighs, so this whole thing, it's the Guardians trilogy. And so, like, 3 stars were made by some goddesses, and then there's this dark goddess who's all lies and darkness and deception. She wants the stars for herself, so she's trying to get them, but these 6 people, and obviously they're pairs, so it's, like there's 3 men and 3 women, and they all have different traits. So there's like a wizard, there's a seer, there's a mermaid, there's a immortal, there's a werewolf, and a man who can wield a compass that can go through space and time. And so these 6 people are going to protect the stars, essentially save the stars from this very bad person. And so this particular book is about, if you follow Nora Roberts, like there'll be what they're happening, like the battle part is happening, but then also there's like a love interest. This one's going to follow Sawyer and Anita, who she's the mermaid and he's the compass wielder. The mermaid part might be a spoiler because she's a mermaid in the first book, but like no one else does until the end, I think. So spoiler alert, I just totally made that happen. Anywho, so, I'd like to see how that goes, and it's always sweet, this Anita, obviously she's not a land dweller, so she does have legs for the purpose of this book, but she is very much doesn't understand our world, so they kind of have to teach her certain things. So it's very cute, and so Sawyer doesn't want to take advantage of her because, she doesn't really know everything about everything, but she does know something about love, and I think that's where they're going to come together. But anywho, that's what I'm reading. I will probably finish that this weekend. I probably won't touch any of the other books until we start into the week, like Monday. So by next Friday, you'll hear how that ends, and I will be a little farther into the Roundhouse, which I do need to finish soon because the live discussion's coming up at the end of the month. And then, like I said, Blue Asylum's just kind of a slow read. So, but other than that, I hope you all are having a great time this summer. That was our summer trip, so we kind of have the rest of the summer just to prepare for fall, essentially. And yeah, so I hope you're all taking care, staying safe, reading something fantastic. And as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.